Hello everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a speed build for Mythopia. I finally got around to doing a Mythopia speed build. So I have done a build in Bind, I've done a build in Ever After, and I've also done a build in Mythopia now. So we've kind of done all three, which is nice, but I do have more of Ever After to well, not just Ever After, more of Storybook Vale, I should say, to decorate, but I am waiting for the rotation that will come into effect. In fact, I think by the time this video is posted, we'll probably already have rotation, but I just wanted to kind of get a build done already just so that it's in place, and I decided to do a build over in the statue shadow. This is probably one of my favourite areas of Mythopia just because of the giant Hades statue. I'm a big fan of statues actually. In fact, there was a video I had planned to do which was like items from Disneyland Paris that I'd like to see in the game, and most of that was just like statues. It was just ornaments and stuff like that. I should actually get around to sorting that video out actually. I think it'd still be fun to do. But yeah, this was my build for the statue shadow in Mythopia. It is fairly symmetrical. I had a bit of an issue with the walkway with the trees. I don't know what was going on. Something went wrong here. I just used the pre-established setup of trees and just put in a bunch of extra trees in between them. So I guess Gameloft's placement wasn't even. I don't know. Something went wrong and I just lived with it. It was symmetrical enough for me, so I was happy with that. That was okay enough for me. And then we do have two kind of like walkways on the left and right side using the Hercules set, which I believe is a premium bundle set. I do think I used maybe some of the yeah, because I used those fountains, and those fountains were from the lovely Monster Star Path. Not the Thebes one, but the smaller ones that are by the mini Hades statue. So there are some sort of Star Path premium items here. Unfortunately, without doing a build that is completely unrelated to a kind of Grecian architecture style and influence, I don't know of a way to do a build in Mythopia without those items. I have been thinking about it because I really would like to challenge myself to do that, but I've just been having a lot of difficulty coming up with an idea. I know there's certainly ways you could build in Mythopia without that influence. You know, Charlotte's house looks very beautiful in this biome, so there's lots of different ways you could sort of decorate this biome, but I don't think it would have that Grecian kind of influence. I'm trying to think of how to do it. If I do, there will be a speed build on my channel for that at some point. I'm gonna have to probably get a little bit creative, maybe think outside the box a bit. I'm gonna have to see, maybe do more of a natural kind of build, but I like my builds to have some form of structures and furniture pieces. I don't like 100% nature. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna try my best to challenge myself to do that, just to make it easier for those of you that have missed out on that lovely Monster Star Path, or perhaps haven't had the Hercules bundle show up in their premium shop. You know, there needs to be a way for us people without those items. I say us like as if I don't have them, but there needs to be a way for people without those items to decorate, and I really want to try and push myself to do that. So I will be thinking heavily about how to do that. Yeah, I definitely need to get some more items. I wish I had more of those mosaic rugs. I think if I had more of those mosaic rugs, I would have done a whole length of the rugs down that walkway, but instead later on I do put in a stone path in. I've put in the stone path in that I think blends the most, but I was not happy. I was stressing at the bit where I add in the stone pathing. I was not happy at all. It was genuinely a real struggle for me. I do also want to add some lighting elements to this build. I didn't realise till later on in the day when I was playing, I don't have any lighting pieces here, so I might add in some torches kind of later, but I really like how this build turned out. I do have two kind of slightly different walkways using these red arches. The side that we're working on at the moment kind of has natural flora around the fountain, but on the other side I leave it kind of open. That is basically for me to decide which I vibe with more. I really like the floral element, but I also wanted a kind of like a fountain that we could access and just kind of sit at. Well, I say sit, obviously you can't sit on the fountain, but like, you know, have a couple of benches near it. So when you notice me work on the neck side, it does look slightly different. It is a variation on that design. So obviously if you're after something symmetrical, you could just copy one side or the other. You don't have to specifically have them not symmetrical. You could make them a bit more symmetrical if you wanted. But for me, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, so I did both. When in doubt, just do both. Both is good. Both is good. So yeah, that's what I did with that. And yeah, I think it turned out all right in the end. I'm fairly happy with this. I do think, like I said, I want to add some lighting elements. I might add in a few more florally details, but I think on the whole this turned out quite all right. It is something that I do want to build on, but I kind of wish we had a few more items to play with. And I kind of wish we had a smaller version of this bush, this pink florally bush that you get in Mythopia. I wish we had like a smaller version of that. I love the big version, but I'd also like a smaller one as well. I just think it'd be nice. Perhaps even on that walkway out of the statue shadow, where I'll stand there at the end of the video. There's like those bushes but in like a vase kind of thing. I would love something like that. Like, why don't we have that? This is what gets me. We have so many things that they've obviously created assets for in game. Just give it to us. Just give it to us. But I'm waiting. I'll see if the Sally update brings anything new in terms of like Mythopia pieces and things like that. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that perhaps we get a couple of pathways in that update and things like that, just like stuff that was maybe missed or maybe is bugged, because we do know that there is a bug at the moment in Scrooge's store with wallpapers. So maybe there's some wallpapers or flooring we were meant to get and no one's got them yet. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, let me know what you think of this build in the comments down below, if you'll be replicating it or have you done a build in Mythopia. Let me know. If you want, feel free to join the Discord. We have a section called Valley Photos. That's for any images related to Disney Dreamlight Valley, like literally anything. It doesn't just have to be of your valley. It can be anything related to DLV, dresses or anything like that. But feel free to share any images you have of Mythopia. I love looking at what the community comes up with and creates. I think it's so much fun to see and sort of be inspired by. I do enjoy looking at builds, whether that's just photos or watching other content creators speed builds and things like that. You know, it's definitely great for getting influence in terms of ways you can design, different ways you can use objects. Like, I've been watching Trisha's Lovely Games videos about how to do kind of like natural pathways, and oh my gosh, are those her videos, like the pathways she does are absolutely stunning. I'm literally obsessed. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I am obsessed. If I don't decorate fully, I'll just make a maze of pathways copying her ideas, because it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. She has such creative ideas. So definitely check those out because they're so much fun to see. And I haven't really seen a video like that. Like, we see a lot of speed builds and there's nothing wrong with that. I do them too. But it's nice to see someone come up with like a creative kind of pathway, like something that's a bit unique as a video concept. I love it. It's very creative, and I do applaud Trisha for that creative thinking there. So yeah, brilliant job on that one. But we're coming to the end of the video now. There's going to be a little bit of a walkthrough, so please enjoy the walkthrough. I do just want to say before we wrap up this video, thank you so much to anyone who is subscribed to the channel, to my channel members especially, because your support is, it absolutely means everything to me. So thank you so much. To anyone who likes, comments or shares my video, again, it helps me out so much as a smaller content creator. So I do really appreciate that level of support that you guys give. If you do want to join the Discord, feel free to. Link will be in the description down below. We can chat, we can hang out and things like that. I'm pretty much active in my Discord every day. It's not a very big Discord, but it is a lovely little community that we have going on over there. So feel free to join if you want to. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this video and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!